everyone. Good morning. My name is Dev Karlekar, and I welcome you all to another introductory IT session today at Guru Schools. You are investing your time that shows you are looking forward to work in corporate America. Today's session we have is very near and dear to me. That's something I have one of my graduate degree in, which is the human capital management, the human resource management. And there are few leading products. One of the product is Workday. So today's session is on Workday Human Capital Management training course. It's an introductory overview session. Needless to say, over the next 1 hour, you will get a glimpse of what Workday is about, what the human resource management or human capital management is about, and what you will be learning as a part of this course. Okay, so this is our functional technical training track. What does that mean? That means it's not a heavy duty programming. Okay, it's an emerging technology area. In human resource or in human capital management, there are few products which are leading the chart. Workday is one of them. It's high in demand and it does pay high six figures. Now, who are the right fit for this course? Well, anyone can do anything, but preferably if you have a background in human resource, talent acquisition, personnel management, general administration, or you have a degree in business administration, have managed labor management, labor challenges. These are the people who can automatically learn these things like yesterday. Okay, so those who have some background working in corporate or have an MBA, they're ideal candidates. It's futuristic. It's in huge in demand. It's one of the segment which is growing in double digits. If you don't have this background, well, if you're a people person, if you're a social person, if you speak English, and if you want to learn, well, then you know how to spell the word impossible as I am possible. So an open mind, willingness to learn, having a fire in the belly, looking forward to make six figure in corporate America, thus makes you an ideal candidate. Which also means anyone and everyone can learn this functional technical technology training course. Now, before we start the course, let me give you a backdrop of Guru Schools. www.guruschools.com. As the name suggests, it's a modern marketplace in the form of the ancient Gurukul or the ashram system we have had. The 21st century is all virtual, and I'm using my dual heritage towards bringing the best of both the great nations. Okay, we strongly believe education is that one strength. Once it comes to you, it stays with you forever. And knowledge is something, education and knowledge is something that it grows by sharing. It compounds by sharing. So we bring this world-class information technology education to the ambitious people like yours. It will give you a good mix of theoretical and practical experience, because as a training, as a consulting, as an outsourcing company, we do that within ourselves. So you get a good exposure of theory as well as practice. Now, for many lateral experienced people, right, who were working in talent acquisitions, recruitment, human resource, general administration, accounting, payroll, which is kind of works very closely with the HR. This is a great way to simply bump up your salary by 3 times. Okay, so you're upskilling, learning new things, unlearning unwanted things, and relearning what is more important. Because these are all hard skills, and that's the need of the hour to ensure you're on the right side of the technology. With the technology landscape, it's so ever changing that you want to adhere to what is new and what pays the big bucks. Okay. Now, at Guruschools, we are known, and that's our USP, to have a 6 pillars, wherein majority of our competitors are more focused on only training, throw some videos, rob you some money, and then they're gone. We are more focused towards working with you for the journey what you're looking for, which is a career employment focused job placement offering. I guess today you all have gathered not for mere training. For training, you have a dime a dozen video, and YouTube can give you so many videos. What you're looking here is how and when can I get a job? Does this job gives me 6 figure? And how can I secure the job and sustain the job? So that's where Guruschools comes in the picture. So our 6 pillars are, the first pillar is about 6 to 8 weeks of training. This 6 to 8 weeks of training gives you enough overview of the overall topic. If you complete 75% of the training sessions and have a satisfactory attendance and a performance card from the trainer, then you get the second pillar, which is a course completion certificate, which will say that you have satisfactorily completed the Workday HCM training course. Now that's something which, like a jewel, you can write it in your resume, you can have it on your LinkedIn profile. And as the Indian Home Minister said, "Dikhta hai wo bikta hai." People will buy what they see. So that when the people see you have a formal training in Workday, that goes a long way towards establishing your credibility. The third pillar is one of the most important things, without which you can never get a job, which is the reference-ready resume preparation. What the client is looking for, what the vendor agencies are looking for, what to write, what not to write, and what to talk when you write something. In this 6-8 weeks, along with the training, you're also exposed to the human resource life cycle, to the software development life cycle. You teeth in to the corporate America ecosystems as to what really happens in terms of the entire life cycle of human resources. You're having several mock sessions, several drills to ensure you know what you're getting into. And because we have several projects from our clients for different topics, for different skills, and our human resources involved, that gives you a good exposure to understand what this human capital management is all about. So you'll have projects, you understand the lingo, of Workday Human Capital Management, that goes a long way towards your resume preparation, along with your trainer and your human resources / recruiting team members. The fourth pillar is a tier 1 vendor interview questions and answers preparation. We work with all major tier 1 preferred vendors across the USA, the Indian outsourcing partner, as well as the US tier 1 preferred agencies, because we are in the business for the last 21 years. So we have the MSA, we have the portal access, we have the existing relationship. We know they're mostly contract, some full-time hiring too. So basically plug and play in their portal, career portal, applicant tracking portal, which most of you don't have access to. Because we are working with them day-to-day basis, we know exactly what they're looking for. They also have a trust on us. They know that even though you are formally trained with some little experience, we'll still get your job done with the help of the trainer. So they are looking at you, not because of you. They are looking at you because of the ecosystem what Guruschools has. Because of the trainer with whom they have dealt with in the past. Now that goes a long way towards clearing the vendor interview. The fifth interview is the D-Day. That's the end client interview. The end client is already impressed to see your resume, to see your certificate credentials, your training. That's like battle half won. Now, for majority of the clients in the last 20-some years, we have already placed so many people. The vendor also helps us, like yesterday, to ensure that placement happens. Because we are giving them the best bang for the buck. You are a lot more rate-wise accommodative than a lateral person who has them more money, so these vendors make less margin, so they would rather place you. And they also help us to ensure you score 10 on 10, you hit a home run, and you get a job. And that goes a long way towards the preparation as well as placement working in corporate America. That's the fifth pillar. Now the sixth pillar is the most important thing. Sam Dam Danda Bhed, you secure the project, great. Now it's written on your face that you have been formally trained and you're going to have day-to-day challenges. We understand that. And that's where the sixth pillar, last but not the least, that is project placement and ongoing project support. So for the initial 4 to 6 months, you will have our trainer fraternity in a standby mode to make sure you sustain on that project. Now let me tell you, each of this pillar, if you go in the market, talk to the vendors, will cost you thousands of dollars. Workday course itself will be about $3,000. Resume preparation will be about $500 to $750. Seeking help for the vendor client interview preparation will be another $2,000 to $3,000. And for every month project support will be another $1,000 per month, if not more. So if we are giving you 6 months of project support, that means I'm investing $6,000 only in your monthly support. That's a lot of money. If we don't place you, that means I incur losses in you. So I guess we at Guruschools are more keen and are more eager to place you than most of you are. Because after training, if we don't place you, we bleed. Okay, so these are the 6 pillars. 6 to 8 weeks of training, course completion certificate, reference ready resume preparation, tier 1 preferred vendor interview preparation, interview and answer preparation, the end client questions and answers interview preparation, and the last pillar is project placement and ongoing project support. As a company policy, 10% of our earning goes back to various community causes in the USA and in India, because I have a dual heritage. So one is for the Janma Bhoomi, one is for Karma Bhoomi. So both this great nation must prosper, and I'm proud to have that heritage in. Now, as an organization, along with the Workday Human Capital Management Training, we have several other training tracks, as well as we have several other focus practice areas where we do consulting and support. I'm just going to make a brief mention in no particular order. Agile Scrum Master, Android iOS development, Big Data development, business analysis, business intelligence reporting tools like Tableau, Qlik, Power BI, Snowflake, Cloud DevOps, front-end UI, UX design and development, Informatica Cloud ETL data warehousing development, Java full stack microservices, MuleSoft integration, .NET full stack, Oracle NetSuite ERP project management, Python data science, robotics process automation, Salesforce administration and development. Now, along with these IT courses, because I'm based in New Jersey, so we are huge in terms of pharmaceutical and healthcare. As well as a nation, we are big on manufacturing. So we also have two more focused areas in pharmaceutical, healthcare, and mechanical industrial engineering domain. And we offer courses like biostatistician, clinical trial data management, SaaS clinical, validation quality management, and the 3D SolidWorks CAD/CAM design engineering. These are some of the few areas, and there are a few more. In the interest of time, I'm just giving you an overview on some of the most common technology track we train, we place, we support, and we also do outsourcing on. Now, these courses are emerging. These courses are huge in demand, and these courses are consumed by the Fortune 5000 corporate in the America. Thus, there is a huge scope for you to learn these skills, any of these skills. We have also expanded into pharmaceutical, healthcare, mechanical, manufacturing, engineering domain. We offer various courses like biostatistician, clinical trial data management, SaaS clinical, validation quality management, 3D SolidWorks CAD/CAM design engineering. These are some of the other skills. Now, needless to say, these are emerging, these are hot skills which are being consumed by corporate America. There is a huge scope of working in corporate America. Needless to say, all of these courses will help you make at least six-figure, maybe more. There's training courses like Python data science and robotics process automation and big data pays anywhere between 180,000 to $250,000 also. But most of these courses otherwise will pay you between 100,000 to 200,000 if you do it right. Now these are training tracks. Primarily, I want to give you more insight in that. These are 6 to 8 weeks of duration courses. These are running across weekdays and weekdays and weekends. During weekdays, they're in the evening, so 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 9 to 11 Eastern time. It depends between the trainer and the students, the time availability, whether they're East Coast students, Midwest or West Coast students, and depending on the sample size, is primarily the trainer and the students will have the scheduled, the class will have the weekly chart, and accordingly, they will be undergoing the training using Zoom. All sessions are recorded, so in case you miss one session, you can always fall back on the recording and catch up on. Weekends sometimes are practice sessions, repeat sessions. Sometimes you miss one or two sessions, and then you go through those sessions, still have doubts, and you want to have one-on-one with the trainer. Weekends are a little more generous in terms of timing. Mornings, afternoons, evenings. Our trainers can also invest more time. They are more keen on placing you than most of you are, because the trainers makes a lot more money once they place you and give you support. That's a recurring income for them. Okay, why? Because these trainings are free. So basically, I'm pulling money from my pocket and giving it to the trainers. Okay. But as you start working on my projects, needless to say, as a company, we make money. So the trainers have a generous payout, recurring payout, as you start working. So needless to say, the trainers are more agile, the trainers are more keen to ensure each one of you get a job. As I said, these are free training if you're looking to work in corporate America. So you're very careful in engaging whom you're enrolling with. It's not the quantity, it's a quality. Why? Because if you don't get a job, I lose money. About $2,000 to $2,500 is my cost on each one of you. And I recover that once you work on my project, at least for 3 months. So the flow is you start with a $500 deposit for any class, which gets refunded to you once you work for us for at least 3 months long on our contract. Okay. What else? As I said, why free? Well, it's our way of helping people. It's our way of helping corporate America. These trainings are extremely expensive. Many of you have already looked around. 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, especially Workday. Okay. We're also product partner for several product companies. So needless to say, for some of the training tracks I talked about, we also prepare you for the certification. Along with our course certificate, you're actually certified for that particular course. Not all, but for some, which kind of adds feather in your hat. Okay. In terms of client, I already mentioned we work with all tier 1 preferred vendor, most of them. We also work with over 20 universities for their student enrollment, website design, development, hosting, giving internship to the students, and then eventually absorbing them. We work with, we're pretty big in healthcare. Okay, so we work with several healthcare companies, NGOs. We've also implemented Salesforce non-for-profit, Salesforce and PSP with them towards sales management, customer engagement. We also service using Salesforce and PSP several non-for-profit religious workplaces, charitable trusts, to bring more efficiency and efficacy. We also have many small clients like hotel, motel, restaurants. They're struggling in light of COVID-19 pandemic. And, we provide them the technology in terms of website design, development, virtual takeout, digital marketing, flyer preparation, making those videos and promoting them digital. Okay. Needless to say, many of these projects serves as an opportunity for you as a student to get a real-time exposure, if not all, but for most of the skills. Okay. These are difficult times, as I mentioned earlier. COVID-19 pandemic basically decimated the entire globe and its economies. Our great nation, we lost 500,000 life, which is sad. Job losses, millions of job losses. People are struggling to make both the ends meet. It's so depressing and gloomy and so insecure. And during these crisis moments, I guess some of us must rise up to the occasion. And we must give that helping hand. As I often say, there is a phrase in Hindi, Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. To help people is divine. It's a noble cause. You're making a difference to that individual in his family, and there is no price tag to the satisfaction which my team at Guruschools get. And by helping people, we are also helping reduce unemployment, not only in corporate America, but also in India. Because as we grow more and more in the USA, we grow more and more in India too, because we play in two markets. Right? In every adversity comes the opportunity. Now, what is the bright side of COVID-19 pandemic? Well, everything is at your fingertip. Everything is remote. So you don't have to go on D1 on the project at the client side. You're not walking in the lion's den. You're at your comfort from home. And with the help of trainer, you'll survive and sustain. It's a great opportunity. Those who are looking to enter in corporate America for the first time or after the break, after many, many years again, relaunching your career. Why? Because our trainers are the enablers. So please seek this opportunity. All contracts, all employments right now as we speak in the IT engineering is remote until pandemic. Now you could apply for any and every job. The hiring is on phone and the work is remote. All you need is internet and a laptop. Corporates' budgets are slashing. So lateral people, they are going through the agony of rate reduction, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40% even. That's a great opportunity. As the rates are reduced, the lateral people are to lose their compensation. And then the fight begins. Whereas you, those who are looking to enter in corporate America, you are a preferred resource for the management. If you're making from 0 to 60 is a huge jump. But if you're making 100 and 100 to 60 or 70, it's a bitter bullet, which one has to swallow. So you are a lot more positive oriented resource than many lateral people. This is a great opportunity for you. And I can assure you, with the help of Guruschools' 6-pillar offering, each one of you will get a job. Okay. I mentioned earlier, many of you already have gone through the internet or have looked in for the training. Not only they're expensive, but the focus is on mere training. And as I said, you're wasting your time and money. If somebody is charging you and robbing you of that $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 and throwing some video, please don't do that. You're falling for the trap. Always ask question. Tell me, how can you help me get a job? Is this training is employment focused training? And what are you investing in terms of getting the employment? Do you have direct clients? Do you have tier 1 clients? Do you have consulting division? Do you have a support mechanism? Are your trainers going to help me during the US shift? And the answer is yes, and that's a good company. Look them up on LinkedIn. Look them up their training videos. Look them what they have done. Then some Tom, Dick and Harry charging you and dropping you and then vanishing. Okay. So don't fall prey to that kind of an ecosystem. As I said, we are more focused on building your career. We are not focused on mere training. $500 definitely will not make me rich, will definitely not make you poor. But what we are embarking on a journey of you making that $150,000 per year. We are more focused on enabling you that career-guided, employment-oriented IT training with real-time project experience. And then with our standby help towards resume preparation, towards vendor interview preparation, towards end client interview preparation, and ongoing project support, you come out victorious. Okay. So in today's session, I see a good number of you have joined. As I said, this is our first introductory class. It will give you enough information about Workday. What is human capital management is all about? What does it entails? What will you be seeking over the next 6-8 weeks? It gives you that 10,000 feet overview. It's like a movie trailer, right? Towards the end of the training, we will also have a questions and answers. We have also gathered some FAQs and we will discuss that in more details. But please be muted, and I appreciate your cooperation so far. Please be muted because the trainer is talking and they're in a zone of training, and sometimes it kind of derails down their thought process if you were to unmute. We'll try to answer most of your questions. For those who could not join or have to leave early, a recorded copy of this session will be made available on our YouTube channel, on our LinkedIn page, on our Facebook channel, and also on our website. So I strongly suggest you, please subscribe our YouTube channel. Please subscribe our LinkedIn page. Please subscribe our Facebook page. And if you still have any additional inquiries, the email ID is listed on the flyer is training@guruschools.com. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon, we have candidate counseling session. Some of you I see have already gone through that candidate counseling session, but for others, if you need information, if you want to join the candidate counseling session, again, drop an email to training@guruschools.com. Primarily, we understand more about you, depending upon your education background and the whole 9 yards. Our counselors, our trainers can guide you through. Our trainers sit through that session along with our career counselors. Sometimes I'm there and we'll guide you the most we can. Again, as I said, why? It's our way of investing our time and efforts in you. Because at some point of time, we were like you a few decades ago. Okay. So we learned the hard way. We want to help you the smart way. Because there is no fun in struggle and hustle. Okay. Our today's subject matter expert is Pawan Kumar. Pawan, he has hands-on experience working in IT. He's extensively worked on the human capital management product, including that of Workday. He's also done several trainings, corporate trainings, student trainings. So you have a good blend of theory, practical, because he's a working individual, plus he's a very good trainer. You could be great technologist, but could be a poor trainer. But once you have done 10, 20, 30 training batches, you have that secret ingredient as to how to train students. It's a different art altogether. Okay. So he will be giving you the introductory session and he will be the trainer as and when you were to enroll. Most of this training courses will be starting 2 weeks after the introductory session. So wishful thinking, first week of March, this track will start. If not, last week of February. And without doing any further ado, let me welcome Pawan. Pawan, all yours. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining the demo. So here you can see the topics that we are going to discuss from week 1 to week 6. Before going to the topics, we will see what is HCM, what is Workday, and what is Workday HCM, and we will see what are the topics that are covered from week 1 to week 6. So before start of the session, what is Workday HCM? Okay, there is a small story behind Workday. As you all know, PeopleSoft application, one of the famous HCM tool, was acquired by Oracle. But some of the members doesn't like the acquisition. So they are out of the company and they formed a new tool, nothing but Workday HCM. So we will discuss more on that. So let's see what is HCM. So HCM stands for Human Capital Management. Means it is all about managing the employees in an organization. It comprises of all activities like hiring an employee or retaining an employee or providing the benefits to an employee. So there are different activities that we do in HCM. So all these activities are taken care by the HCM department of the organization. Now, in order to carry all these activities flawlessly and efficiently, okay, so the organization should have some sophisticated software, nothing but HCM tools. So there are different type of HCM tools that are available, and one of them was Workday HCM. So Workday HCM suite has become one of the top choices of maximum organizations in the world. So we will see what are the various features that are provided by the Workday HCM. Okay, so let's see what is Workday HCM. Now, I told you that there is a story behind Workday. Okay, so Workday is an on-demand, cloud-based human capital management and financial management software vendor. So cloud-based in the sense you will not find any server rooms, or you will not find any server backups. You will not take any server backups, or you will not find any server rooms, or every time you need to change the server rooms or anything. So you will not find such type of activities. Just they will give you an URL the same way like how do you have like a Facebook or Twitter or some other thing. So what you will do, you will log in with your email and password, and you can start working on that. So let's see more into the Workday. It was founded by David Duffett, the founder and former CEO of ERP giant PeopleSoft. I already told you that So some of the people who doesn't like the acquisition by Oracle, they are out of the company and founded the PeopleSoft application. Sorry, Workday application. Now, the person who founded PeopleSoft is also the founder of Workday. That is one of the added advantages of the Workday application. So, how does Workday makes money? Workday makes money by offering subscription to services rather than selling services. For example, if you want to buy Workday, so you need to purchase the license, and implementation partner will implement the Workday in your organization. Only implementation partners will implement Workday in the organization. Not all the companies are implementation partners. Remember this. Okay. Now, Workday delivers an all-in-one package that is designed for medium to large-sized companies, especially companies with multiple locations, like payroll. Means what are the features we can see, like payroll, time tracking, human resource management, talent management, data analysis, and much more in a single package. So these are different type of packages, like time tracking, payroll, benefits, compensation, time and absence, okay, recruiting, analytics. These are the different type of packages Workday provides. Now, so we have seen what is HCM, we have seen what is Workday, so we will see what is Workday HCM. So we have seen that Workday HCM suite is a cloud-based HCM suite. Means everything is in cloud, and every year Workday releases only 2 versions. In quarter 1, means quarter 1 and quarter 2. Like in every 6 months one release, and next 6 months there is one more release. So we are expecting in the month of March and April a new release, R1, and like October and September one more release, R2. So in every year only 2 releases happen. Okay, now Workday will take care of the backups and everything. You no need to worry about the backups. Now, so in Workday HCM suite, it consists of all the packages like payroll, benefits, compensation, and everything. So we will see what are the things that are there in Workday HCM suite. See, like human capital management, benefits, talent management, recruiting, payroll solutions, time tracking, workforce and planning, and learning. These are all the things that are available in Workday HCM. Now, before going to see the job market or everything, okay, let's see what are all the topics that we are going to learn in Workday. Okay, let us see the topics. See here. In week 1, we will try to learn 2 topics. Nothing but the organizations in Workday and staffing mode. These are the 2 topics that we are going to learn. First topic is supervisory organizations. Means by using these organizations, okay, we will learn how to create a organization, how to create a company, how to create a subordinate department, how to create a region, how to create a location, how to create a region hierarchy, how to create a company hierarchy, how do we create matrix organizations, how do we create retiree organizations, and what are the different type of organizations that are available in Workday. So this is the first topic that we are going to learn what is the topic? Organizations. And we will try to do an assignment on organizations. Apart from assignment, I will try to provide you the documents or the books that are related to the chapter 1 or organizations. That is one of the first concept that we are going to learn on week 1. And the next concept is staffing models. So staffing models are nothing but how do we hire members in an organization. Either it can be a single member or it can be a group. For example, if you take any sales walk-in, so a sales company will try to hire members in a group, nothing but in a bunch. But when you go for any of the scheduled interviews, okay, they will try to interview one person at a time and they will try to hire single member. So these are different type of staffing models that are available. Now, in this concept of staffing models, we will learn what are the different type of staffing models that are available in Workday, okay, and how do we hire members or how do we set up, okay, has different type of restrictions when we hire members into an organization. So these are the two different concepts that we've learned in week 1. And when it goes to the week 2 concept, the first concept that we are going to learn is jobs and positions. So what are the different types of jobs and what are the different types of job profiles that we can create in Workday, and what are the restrictions that we can provide for the job profiles. Okay, so for example, when we're trying to hire member to any of the profile, okay, we will set up some hiring restrictions. Okay, so depends upon the profile. We will see what are the different type of jobs and profiles that are available in Workday. Now, the next concept that we are going to do in Workday is compensation. So compensation is nothing but, for example, a person working in an organization where he gets some type of compensation. Either it can be like a bonus or it can be like a benefits, different type of compensations. Allowances, nothing but different type of allowances. So we will learn how do we create a compensation elements, compensation, different type of compensation that are available in Workday, compensation plans, compensation grades, grade profiles, and we will try to create the compensation eligibility rules, and we will try to link all these things. And we will have some assignments on this. Apart from assignments, you will get the chapter wise book. So these are the two concepts that we are going to learn in week 2. Now, when it comes to week 3, one of the important concept is security groups. Why I said important is that you will find jobs only on security groups. Remember this. You will get the options to work, means the positions. Okay. For example, you will find job openings related to security only, Workday security. So that is the reason where sometimes you will find a lot of openings with only security. So try to concentrate on security also. Now, so here we will see what are the concepts that we will, that are different type of concepts in security. Like there are different type of security concepts, like domain-based security, role-based security, user-based security. Okay, we will see what are the different type of security groups that are there in Workday. Okay, now, and apart from this, you'll get an assignment and the book or the chapter book that is related to the concept of security. Now, one more concept that we will learn is business process. you will find openings on business process also. Like business process is nothing but, for example, how do you hire or someone hire a person in organization? Sometimes, for example, let's take an example. Some HR will call you and say that yeah, you got selected, come and work with us. Does he or she will say like that? No. First of all, they will call you and they will ask your availability, and after that they will schedule an interview. So before scheduling an interview, HR needs to get the approval from the manager, and she or he must know the position, means the availability of the position, and also the budget related to the position, nothing but the compensation that need to pay to the member. Okay, so these are the things the HR need to look after that, and then after that she goes for the hiring process. So there is a process for each and every action that we do in an organization. Either it can be like a termination, or it can be like a hiring, or it can be giving a promotion, or if you are taking a leave. So everything have certain rules or process. So business process is nothing but the process that we follow in an organization. Okay, so here in this chapter or in this topic, we will learn what is a business process, how do we copy or edit the business process, what are the different type of business process that are available in Workday. So these are the two concepts that we are going to learn in week 3. Now, when it comes to the week 4, one of the important concepts is reports. So you will find jobs on reports also, Workday report and list. Okay, so here we will learn what are the different type of reports available in Workday, how do we create the reports, how do we modify them. Okay, and also what you learn, what is data source, different type of concepts, different type of reports you will learn in Workday. Now the next concept is calculated fields. For example, what is calculated fields means? Calculated fields, for example, if I ask you to create a report with some different type of calculations that are not readily available in Workday or Workday provided fields, okay, that they are not provided by Workday. So you need to create some fields, some calculations in order to achieve the output. They are nothing but the calculated fields. Here we will learn how do we create a calculated fields, and we will do some type of calculations, and we will see what are the different type of calculated fields that are available in Workday. So these are the two concepts that you are going to learn in week 4. Now in week 5, here we are going to learn about some technical concepts. Okay, so up to week 4 we learn about the functional concepts. So when we learn technical concept, I can say that you doesn't require much of the programming knowledge. You can use Google to solve your queries. You'll find a lot of information in the internet where you can resolve the issues. Okay, so I can say that no need to worry about any of the programming knowledge. So here we will be using XSLT or XML. So don't worry about any of the programming knowledge. Here in week 5, we will try to learn 2 technical concepts, EIBs and core connectors. Why we are going to learn technical concepts? Okay, why we are going to learn technical concepts? See, here we are training on functional, but we are teaching about 2 technical concepts. So we can keep in a resume like a techno-functional consultant, so that the chances for you to get a job will increase, and the chances for your profile to get shortlisted will be more. So that is the reason I teach you two technical concepts, nothing but EIB and core connectors. Here I'm saying once again that you doesn't require any of the programming knowledge. Try to come out of that. If someone says you require any programming knowledge also, don't think much. Okay. For learning Workday Studio, you require Java, but EIBs and core connectors, either a functional or a technical consultant can easily work on them. Okay. Now, what is an EIB? EIB stands for Enterprise Interface Builder. For example, if you want to integrate in the sense, if you want to get data from outside of the application into the Workday, or if you want to send Workday data, means the data that is available in Workday to the outside of the application, then we are going to use one of the concept called EIB. And if you want to modify any of the existing data in the application, then you go for core connectors. So these two concepts we will try to learn in week 5, and these two are technical concepts. Okay. Now, and when it comes to week 6, okay, here we will try to recollect the chapters that we learned, and here we will go for the resume preparation, mock interviews, and some assignments if possible. Okay, so these are the activities that we are going to do from week 1 to week 6. I hope you are clear what are the concepts that we are going to learn from week 1 to week 6. Now, in week 1 we will try to learn organizations and staffing models, two concepts, and week 2 we will try to learn jobs and positions along with compensation, two concepts, and week 3 we will try to learn security groups and business process, 6 concepts up to now, and week 4 we will try to learn reports and calculated fields, 8 concepts, and week 5 we will try to learn EIBs and core connectors. So in this training you are going to learn almost 10 concepts, and also we are going to help you on resume preparation and mock interviews, and also we are going to provide you the assignments and recordings as well. Okay, now let's see the job market of Workday. The job market for Workday is in a boom. See, the job market or the Workday tool is widely used in the regions like US, Canada, UK, Singapore. Okay, they are trying to enter into the European region also. So you will find a lot and plenty of jobs on Workday. So either it can be like a functional consultant and technical consultant. So functional consultant means a person who will be directly working on the data, nothing but directly with the client, like recruitment. Okay, functional, they are all nothing but organization, staffing models, business process. Okay, these are all the activities that are done by the functional consultant. Now Workday technical in the sense, so they will try to work on the integration part, like EIBs, core connectors, studio. Okay, they're nothing but technicals. So for functional, you doesn't require any of the programming knowledge. There is a lot of scope for Workday. Down the line of 2 to 3 years, you will find plenty of jobs on Workday. Now, so the pay scale is very high for a functional consultant, where you will be directly dealing with the client. So they pay a huge amount, and you will have a lot of scope to grow. in the HCM. Now, see, this is the different pay ranges we can see for the different designations in Workday. Okay. Now, I told you that Workday is in a boom. So, this is a Gartner report as of November 2020. We can see the different type of HCM tools, and you can see here Workday is in a top position. Okay, so to learn Workday, you doesn't require any of the programming knowledge. Sorry, Workday functional, you doesn't require any of the programming knowledge. To learn Workday Studio, you required Java. So if you want to learn Studio, right, you should have some Java knowledge, but functional also having a lot of scope to grow. Okay, and functional consultants are paid very high as equal to the technical consultants also. So these are the concepts that we are going to learn in 6 weeks on Workday HCM. Okay, so here we are in the 6 weeks. We will try to cover all the topics, and we will try to provide you the assignments. Apart from that, we will try to help you in preparation of the resumes and practice the mock interviews. So this training gives you complete picture of Workday HCM.
Pawan, thank you so much, Pawan, for your time. Now we are talk about frequently asked questions, Pawan.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your overview. As I said, this is a 10,000 feet overview to get enough information on Workday. We cannot cover the entire 50, 60 hours of training in 1 hour. So it's a glimpse. Many of you have already seen the Workday videos on YouTube and have an idea. So the actual deep dive week by week, you will see as and when you enroll for the training courses. Now we'll take, these are our FAQs. This is what typically people ask for the questions right now. Let me see if we can take it. Can someone read it for me, please? Can someone read these questions for me, please? One by one.
Sure.
First question. Can somebody read it for me, please?
When is this training starting?
When is the training starting? That's the first, typically people ask question. Well, yeah. I already answered and covered that. So 2 weeks of giving the training, depending upon the enrollment. Once we have 4 enrollment, it's worth Pawan's time, right? Because he will be investing 2 months of his life in training you, helping you make a career. So at least we need 4 students for the training batch to start, ideally. So once this video, once we edit it, massage it, we get enrollment, and once we have 4 enrollment, we start the training. So I would say last week of February or first week of March latest, we should see the training course starting. It will be announced, and then you will be getting the schedule. So 2 weeks of training. After 2 weeks of completing the introductory session. What's the second question?
Along with the training, will you also guide and help towards actual certification?
Well, yes, to the most of the certification. Some certifications, you need to be a product partner certified company, then only you could do that. So depending upon what the requirements are. But needless to say, we have practice sessions, we have videos, and that goes a long way towards preparing you for the certification. So answer is yes. Okay, what is the third question?
Will you also help us towards market and get a job?
Towards market, resume
and get a job.
Get a job.
Get a job.
Yeah, well, if you don't get a job, I lose money on you. So that's a no-brainer. So yes, as you, well, it's a redundant question. It's part of our 6-pillar offering, but yes, still people ask. So, these are frequently asked questions. These are not my questions. These are your questions. So if you're paying attention, that's been covered in the 6 pillars. So the end game is to help you get a job and to give you project support so you can sustain the job. So the answer is yes, we do. We help you prepare for not only your resume, but interview preparation and then project support. Next question, please. What is the next question, please?
Will you also help us towards giving project support?
I already answered. So answer is yes. Next question, please.
How many trainers you have giving the training, verification, and project support?
Well, we have a fleet of 48 plus trainers. For every track, we have 2. One frontliner trainer, one backup trainer. So for Workday, Pawan is our frontline trainer. Needless to say, we have one backup trainer. So, health, internet issues and all, the second trainer kicks in. So for every training, for a particular training track, say Workday, we'll have 2 trainers. Okay, and then out of our 20-some training offerings which we give, we have over 48 trainers. Next question, please.
Are these going to be virtual sessions, and are these sessions will be recorded?
Yes, we use Zoom, and then we have a learning management system. So, and then again, we have Google Drive too. So everything is properly archived, given access to. So all training sessions are recorded. That's number 1. So in case you miss a session or 2, well, ideally you should not, but health issues, family first, health first. So in light of that, you're going to miss, if at all you're going to miss 1 or 2 sessions, you can always go through the recording and do the catching up exercise. As I said, if you miss more than 25%, meaning if you are less than 75% attendance, then you are non-compliant when it comes to training. You will be forced to take the training again. No cost, it's on us, because we want you to ensure you get a good guidance. So we need 75% attendance. All training classes are recorded. We have practice sessions of the weekend too. So please use as much as you can. We are there to help you in every part of your journey. So yes. Next question, please.
Will there be additional practice and preparatory session for the certification?
Yes. So weekends are mainly meant for the division practice sessions. Then we do about, for every training track, we do about 30 sessions for resume preparation, vendor interview preparation, client interview preparation, at least 30. Okay, so this is over and above your 6 or 8 weeks of training. Okay, so that's going to help you a long way to make sure you get a job. And then over on top of it, the training preparation, actual interview preparation is over and above that. So yes. Next question, please.
Will you also help towards preparing for the interview and find a job?
This is again kind of semi-repeat, but again, people ask questions, so I have to give a disclosure. These are the people's questions. Sometimes I miss when I'm talking. So answer is yes. If I don't place you after training, I lose money, and that's a good chunk of money, couple of $1,000s. Now imagine if I don't place, we train about few hundred, 300 people in a year. Say 100 of you uh, choose not to work. That means I straight lose 200,000 on you. 50 of you choose straight away not to work. Whatever. You said, I don't want to work. I lose 100 grand on you. And that's a business loss. Okay, that's why we are very careful in enrollment. We don't want quantity because that backfires us. We want quality. We want people who wants to work. And those are the people we are engaging with. Next question, please.
Does it require any programming experience as a mandatory requirement?
This particular track, no. Needless to say, if you have any SQL, any SDLC experience, well, it always helps, right? Any background helps, right? The key thing here is if you're coming from HR, human resource, personal, administration, management background, you will be aptly fit. You already are, like halfway done. And the other halfway is the system-driven how to usage the workflow, the drag and drop. So that's what Pawan and his team will be engaging with you. Needless to say, some SQL is always helpful, but that's not required. We don't learn everything in mother's womb. Like there's always a first time, right? He's already shown you how much does it pays. So 150,000 beginning salary, that's a good job. And I guess that's like $75 per hour. That's a good hourly wage. So I'm sure for that wage, you will learn some SQL. Okay, so it's more functional, more common sense, more, understanding the human resource, hiring, firing, new employee acquisition, compliance, and the whole 9 yards. Next question, please.
Can we get a remote working job?
Well, thanks to COVID-19, all jobs are remote. So how long will it last and how long will it go? I don't know. But we think 2021 will be remote working year because of the insurance risk, because of the other risk. No corporate would like to take that opportunity of people again ganging up and working in a cubicle because that's a huge legal cost and insurance cost which a company has to go through. The world have learned everything can be worked remote. Most of my trainers are in India. So to be honest with you, we have been doing this for 20 some years. We have come a long way. Okay. So there is no need for brick and mortar instances. The whole corporate America is going to virtual working, remote working. You see all these Bay Area technology firms are telling their employees, get out of this Bay Area, killing 2 hours one way commuting to work. That's a loss of productivity. Sit at home, work. You want to live California for high taxes, high homes? Go to tier 2, tier 3 cities. Go to smaller cities, work from there. And you know what? People are happy to relocate. People are happy to have a work-life balance. People are more productive because now you're not killing 2 hour and 2 hour, 4 hour commuting. So what do? You put those 2-3 hours and you work without even asking. So productivity increases, the family life improves, it becomes less stressful, less painful, less loss of life in terms of accidents, and win-win for all. Okay. Now, how long these things will persist? I guess going forward, there'll be a blend of working on site and remote and offshore. Offshore will increase, remote working will increase. So a company like us, we strongly believes in remote working, offsite working, and offshore working. We have everything to gain. Next question, please.
There are many other training institutions charging a lot of money. Why this is free?
Why this is free? Well, it is free because it is free. I guess after living here for 21 years, the rude awakening has occurred to me that I can't eat money for food. Money is definitely important, but it's not the everything. I mentioned earlier, Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. Believe me, this goes a long way. People help me to get a client, to get employees, to get business. And I thank them from bottom of my heart. When you help people in struggle, when you help people in their downtime, you basically build that rapport for life. We have a very focused efforts on women empowerment. Every year, we help place about 40 to 45 ladies here in the USA. Every year in India, we hire about 15 to 25 ladies. Woman goes through a lot of career cyclicality and life cyclicality also. It's not easy to be a woman. Marriage, motherhood. Woman goes through a lot of changes. And often that takes a toll on her career. And as a man, I exist because of a woman. So it's my way of thanking and saluting to that woman empowerment. And I take it personal. It is my job to see as much as I can do. And that's where, as a company policy, at least 50% of our employees are ladies. I'm glad to say 70% of my employees in India are ladies. Here, about 52% of my employees are ladies. So we walk the talk when we talk about women empowerment. We walk the talk when we talk about, our belief in helping the ladies. Because as I said, without them, as a man, I do not exist. And if a woman is happy, the entire family is happy. So we strongly believe helping that woman. Because, after 5, 10, 15, 20 years, we just have someone after 26 years helping her not only train but get a job. After 26 years of not working. Now, can you imagine the happiness and the smile on that woman's face? And can you imagine how happy even her spouse and kids are going to be? Of course they are, because now, kids are grown up, but the spouse is happy. Saying, what I couldn't do, you did it. I mean, the response was, wow, I could never think my wife can work in corporate America. I'm like, well, she knows how to spell the word impossible as I am possible. So, again, we have so many stories. And a lot of people are saying, they make a small videos, half a minute, 1 minute, have those ladies talk about their journey, onshore and offshore both. Have these ladies talk about how it used to be and how it is now. As well as sometimes get their spouses, the partner in crime. They're saying, this is not the woman I'm married to. This is Durga. This is an empowered woman now I am dealing with. She's so focused about her career. I wish I could have done this 10, 15, 20 years ago. Well, better late than never. Now she's doing it. That's help for the spouses also. If a woman is working at least $50, $60 per hour, that's 122,000 income coming at home. And as a lateral, people are feeling the brunt of rate reduction, salary reduction, millions of layoff. Guess what? Your life savior is your partner. Because now those ladies, can also help you run the family. They no longer have to ask for money every single time. And that goes a long way. So without doing any further ado, I thank you all for joining in. There are any more questions, Pawan, we can take?
Yeah, the final question is, will we really get our deposit back once we get a
Yes,
job through
yes.
those.
This is only to get you the commitment. Again, we are not here to rob you. We are here to help you make a career and get a career. So please be assured, look us up on LinkedIn, look at us up on all the social and professional marketplace. It takes years to build a reputation. It takes years to build a brand. Okay, and we do not get tarnished by saying, "Oh, he took my 500." No, I have every intent of paying your deposit. I have every intent of placing you. The only person who will not, because of whom you will not get a job, is you. Okay, so if you need a job and if you're looking to get a job, if you're proactive to seek the training, if you're proactive to go through the resume preparation session, interview preparation session, and if you're proactive in seeking a job, then there is no stopping. Okay, so anything else, Pawan? Can you move to the next slide, please? Can you please move to the next slide? So this is our contact information. You feel free to send us any inquiries, training@guruschools.com or inquiries@guruschools.com. You're also seeing our website, LinkedIn page, YouTube page, Facebook page. And if you need to see the videos, please subscribe them. It's very important because once you subscribe, you're basically getting some of the videos, if not all. Okay, so I thank you all for your time investing in us. If anybody has any more questions, can ask me now. Otherwise, we'll pretty much wrap the session. Does anyone have any other question, please? I think it's no. Okay, so thanks, Pawan, for your time. And thank you all for investing your time. And you all have a good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone.